I know every good speaker is supposed to start with a joke, but I figure a joke just, as long as it takes me to tell a joke, it's just that much longer for you guys to get home, so I'll skip that. I've got about 10 or 12 thank yous and a few introductions to make, so I want to make sure I get everybody covered. But the foundation board consists of 16 members of the community, and I want to acknowledge the ones that are here tonight. Bill, you can just raise your hand. Bill Burns, Kevin Bainline, Vicki Boysaw, Bobby Campbell, Pat Harrison, David Lewis, Debbie Meyer, and Welby Edwards. Thank you for your guys' support of the foundation. And I'm not sure where she is, but we've been in existence for, is it 14, 15 years, Aaron? I don't know, 15 years, and it's been an all-volunteer campaign. And this year, just fresh in the last month, we've hired a part-time director. And I don't think she wanted to say anything, but I did want to introduce Katie Wheatley and give her a warm welcome. So instead of those other guys that are named, well, including us, she's going to be the one that's going to be calling you guys in the next few years. So get used to Katie. Key sponsors to thank. Obviously, as all of you know, in the fundraising business, it's hard to do without key sponsors. I do want to acknowledge those folks. Main foundation sponsor is Aramark. The corporate sponsors, Covert Hawkins, Nice Lukens, George Faust Sons, Your Community Bank, and Billy Kaiser and Kevin Bainline with Edward Jones. And I would, thank you. And I would have you look on the back of the program. Obviously, we want to support everybody, and table sponsors are listed on the back of the program as well. The core purpose of the foundation is to make sure we have great outcomes of every kid in the school system. And in collaboration with the district leadership, the foundation board goes out into the business community and the community at large to try to raise money to accomplish that. And as Sandy mentioned, one of our main initiatives is the ACT testing initiative. And I know I've told you about it every year, but I'll just remind you that that's a chance for us. It's our 5th year. Takes about $60,000 to do this, but we administer the ACT test to every eligible kid in the school system. It affects about 750 kids. And as you know, that's key for anybody that wants to get in college, and in some cases identifies some career goals that people can have. And it is also a key initiative of the school district's college and career readiness program. And in some instances, scores that you achieve on the ACT test can go towards credit at Ivy Tech as well. So with that, I do want to turn it back over to Sandy. And did I miss anything other than thanking Aaron and thanking Katie for all the work that they've done? I did miss something. You're supposed to nod your head. This event tonight for those initiatives is going to raise about $32,000. So that's really, really a big number. And we appreciate everybody that's sponsored and for you guys being here. Thank you very much.
Move that down a little bit to my size. Like Eric said, we're really excited about the evening and appreciate everyone being here. It's so exciting because this is just such a happy time, and we're so pleased to have so many people with us this evening. I also want to take a moment to thank everyone who had a hand in organizing this evening's event. But most importantly, I want to recognize and thank Erin Borhequez. She is Greater Clark Supervisor of Communications and Public Relations, and she puts tireless efforts into making this event a success. From securing the location for the event to fundraising, to awards preparations and all the last-minute details, Erin was the one. I just want to thank her from everyone for all her hard work. And then again, I also want to acknowledge Katie Wheatley, who will be kind of assuming the responsibilities that Erin has handled so effortlessly over the years. And she had some assistance in this year's event and will be a valuable asset for the foundation in the future. So welcome to our group. Greater Clark establish the Support Services Employee of the Year Award to be presented to a classified staff member who has made an outstanding contribution to the school, the students, the administration, the districts, and our community. Dr. Kim Hartledge, Greater Clark's Executive Director of Elementary Education, will introduce this year's building winners individually. And when your name is called, please come forward and remain up front to receive your award until all the support service employees, until we have the naming of the employee for support services Employee of the Year. And then Mr. Mark Pavey, who is the president of Greater Clark School Board of Trustees, is going to announce the overall support services Employee of the Year, who will be presented with a $500 cash award. So let's begin this time with Dr. Kim Hartledge.
Good evening. What an honor it is to be here tonight in front of all of you and the wonderful accomplishments that you do every day in your buildings. And I want to talk a little bit about the process first of the selection of these recipients. Nominees are designated at the building level by their peers, and the nominees are scored, and a representative is selected from each building, and then they move on to advance to the district level, and our recipients are chosen. So at this time, I'm very honored to begin with our classified employees. And again, when I call your name, if you would please come forward. From the administration building, Pam Maples. Pam is the executive assistant to general counsel. She's been employed for 22 years. Pam's attitude, willingness to help, and experience in her position makes her an invaluable employee. She problem solves many legal issues, all while having a smile on her face and that very contagious laughter. Thank you, Pam. Pam Maples. From Auxiliary Services, John Brown. Maintenance mechanic, employed 10 years. John has always shown leadership skills and is not afraid to take on any challenge. He consistently assists others when they need help and is always willing to go above and beyond to complete daily and those emergency projects that we often experience in Greater Clark. Thank you, John Brown. Bridgepoint Elementary, Chris Searcy. Special education para-educator. She is employed for 14 years. Chris works in a self-contained special education classroom and is unwavering in her love for the children she works with on a daily basis. Her job can be challenging, yet she is always patient, compassionate, and treats her students as her own children. Chris Searcy. Charlestown High School, Nancy Lochner. Nancy works as a special education paraeducator and has been employed for 22 years. Nancy is always upbeat, conscientious, dependable, and loving to all of the students and their families. She has a no problem is too big or too small outlook, and there is no such saying as, "This is not my job," in her vocabulary. Nancy Lochner. Charlestown Middle School, Whitney Connell, Office Assistant. Whitney has been employed for 5 years. Whitney wears numerous hats and goes above and beyond her description. She works hard building relationships with students from within the office, the cafeteria, or in the hallways. Whitney always knows how to make others smile and thoroughly enjoys being a CMS pirate. Whitney Connell. Clark County Middle High School, Linda Duncan, custodian. Linda's been employed for 7 years. She is one of the most diligent and conscientious employees on her staff. She takes a great deal of pride in her work and is always asking what she can do for the school to help it succeed. She is a valued staff member of Clark County Middle High School. Cordon Porter School, Kristen Huggins. Special Education Paraeducator. Kristen has been employed 11 years. She is an extremely dedicated paraeducator that is patient, understanding, and respectful. Her calm demeanor manages to provide the environment necessary for students with special needs. She is able to process with students in an effort to help them make better choices. Kristen Huggins. Jeffersonville High School, Karen Perkowski. Karen is the administrative assistant to the principal. She has been employed 23 years. Karen is a strong team player and an integral part in the operation of Jeffersonville High School. She is an outstanding employee who brings to her job a high degree of commitment, flexibility, energy, and professional conduct. Karen Perkowski. Jonathan Jennings Elementary, Amy Guernsey. Amy works as a kindergarten paraeducator and has been employed for 21 years. Amy is fantastic at coming up with adaptations for learning for struggling students. She is incredible with behavior management, and she is consistent and extremely professional. She takes initiative to support teachers similar to a co-teaching model. Amy Guernsey. Maple Elementary, Cindy Dukes. Cindy is a general education paraeducator. She has been employed for 25 years. Cindy is a dedicated kindergarten assistant with an outstanding rapport with students, staff, and parents. She arrives with a smile on her face, and it is a pleasure to work with her as she would do anything for her students. Cindy Dukes. New Washington Elementary, Nora Abbott. Nora is a special education paraeducator. She has been employed for 10 years. Nora is a huge asset to the classroom, extracurricular activities, and the school's after-school care program. She is always kind to the students and staff and takes initiative to help with building tasks whenever needed. Nora Abbott. New Washington Middle High School, Debbie Franklin. Debbie works as a general education paraeducator. She has been employed for 27 years. Debbie works in the computer lab and assists with online state-required assessments. She provides technical and operating advice on software and apps for students. She's always pleasant when assisting with computer lab issues and classes. Debbie Franklin. Northaven Elementary, Delynn Sizemore. And Delynn is unable to be with us tonight due to a death in her family. So on her behalf, Mrs. Tanya Brading, principal, is here to receive her award. But Delynn works as a custodian, has been employed for 15 years. Northaven is lucky to have Miss Delynn. Everyone adores her and is impacted by her love daily and dedication to the school. She is the heart of the school and a model of hard work for all employees. Delynn Sizemore. Parkview Middle School, Charles Kraft. Charles is a special education paraeducator and has been employed for 15 years. Charles is a great mentor to the students at Parkview Middle School. He counsels and encourages his students to help them be successful in life. He devotes countless hours and energy to the students and school. Charles Kraft. Parkwood Elementary, David Johnson. David is a custodian and has been employed for 17 years. David epitomizes the term gentleman and faithful worker. His willingness to go above and beyond is displayed each and every day. He is dependable, trustworthy, and always positive. David Johnson. Pleasant Ridge Elementary, Donna Shanks. Donna is the media clerk, and she has been employed for 13 years. Donna works endlessly teaching library classes, technology classes, managing the school's reading counts program, overseeing book fairs, and many other successful programs at Pleasant Ridge. She is always willing to work with students in various settings and is a huge factor in the school's overall climate. Donna Shanks. River Valley Middle School, Vivian Harris. Vivian works as the administrative assistant to the principal. She has been employed for 18 years. Vivian is an extremely caring, supportive, and nurturing person to the River Valley students. She works to get things done quickly and efficiently and always volunteers to take on other responsibilities. Vivian Harris. Riverside Elementary, Deanna Anderson. Deanna is a special education paraeducator. She has been employed for 16 years. As a paraeducator of the emotionally handicapped, it's imperative that one is able to keep a calm demeanor in dealing with both students and parents. It's important to be a creative problem solver and consider student needs in all situations. Deanna possesses all of those qualities and more. She is the type of person that every principal wants in their building. Deanna Anderson. The Service Center, Lori Nichols. Lori is a bus driver, and she has been employed for 18 years. Lori is an exemplary employee. She is always friendly, gracious, respectful, and considerate. She displays these qualities with her students, peers, and everyone she comes into contact with during the workday. Lori's perfect attendance this school year and other years reflects her love for her job and her students. Lori Nichols. Spring Hill Elementary, Nanny Walls. Nanny is a general education para-educator and has been employed 34 years. Nanny has a wonderfully calm and reassuring demeanor with her students. She has served as a para-educator at every grade level, many of those years spent within kindergarten classrooms. She is loved by all and also gives her time to help with communities and schools after-school program. Nanny Walls. Thomas Jefferson Elementary, Terry Murrell. Terry works as the custodian and has been employed for 12 years. He has exemplary work ethic. He starts his daily routine by arriving to work at least an hour early every morning. He genuinely cares about the appearance of the school and is constantly working to keep the building a wonderful place for students to learn. He is kind, considerate, and respectful to students and staff, and greets everyone daily with a welcoming good morning. Terry Morrell. Utica Elementary, Gail Bailey. Gail works as a custodian and she has been employed 9 years. Gail is a fantastic self-starter that is always positive and fun to work with. She takes her job very seriously and has pride in every project assigned. She works diligently to provide a clean and positive school environment. She is willing to do anything to support our students, even if it is above and beyond her responsibilities. Gail Bailey. Wilson Elementary, Lori Yates. Lori is the office assistant and has been employed 35 years. Lori is an excellent example of being a dedicated employee. She has built a bridge between our school community and outside community by developing relationships with families. She never meets a stranger and takes every opportunity to motivate and inspire others. Lori Yates. And at this time, I invite up Mr. Mark Pavey, our board president, to announce our district classified employee.
Thank you, Dr. Hartledge. You know, as I look down this line of champions, I can't help to think that Greater Clark is in really good hands. What a great group. So thank you for what you do. On behalf of the Board of School Trustees, I have the distinct honor tonight to announce the Classified Employee of the Year. Greater Clark County Schools Classified Employee of the Year is celebrating 22 years of service today with the district and exemplifies our motto, Bridging Excellence and Opportunities. She has worn many hats in this district, serving as a paraeducator, working in the special ed department, and currently as the executive assistant to the district's district attorney. Pam Maples is a true champion for children. Pam is a true champion for children, and her love for Greater Clark County Schools, its students and staff, is evident every day. Pam devotes countless hours advising administrators on legal issues, district policy development, and more. Her role enhances administrators' ability to take action accordingly when legal issues arise. She is a role model to those who work with and is respected by all. Her contribution to the district is immeasurable. Congratulations to the 2014-15 Classified Employee of the Year, Pam Maples from the Administration Building.
Didn't I tell you this was going to be a fun evening? Let's have another round of applause for Pam Maples and all of the support staff winners this evening. I couldn't do my job without Pam beside me every single day. She's a great person. The Greater Clark County Schools Teacher of the Year Award is designed to recognize, reward, and renew the importance of contributions of the teaching profession in public schools. Dr. Travis Hare, Greater Clark's Assistant Superintendent, will introduce this year's building winners individually. And again, please come forward when your name is announced and remain up front after receiving your award until the Teacher of the Year is named. Mr. Mark Pavey, again, will announce this year's Teacher of the Year, and the winner will be presented with a $500 cash award. This individual will also be honored as the WHAS 11 Excel Award winner next week. So without further ado, Dr. Hare.
Well, it is truly an honor to get to introduce these folks. On a very selfish note, I get to introduce my favorite 8th grade teacher and one of my favorite 7th grade students. So I think that just means I'm getting old. That's what I really think that means. So without any further ado, we'll start with the administration building. Mary Ellen Hilbert, education diagnostician, speech pathologist. Mary Ellen has been employed for 41 years, and she is the sole speech and language therapist for the district's preschool program. She always has a great attitude and the "it will be okay" presence, regardless of the difficulty of the situation. I can't imagine that with preschool students. She is a model to everyone that works with her. From the administration building, Mary Ellen Hilbert. Bridgepoint Elementary, Trish Warren. Trish is a 4th grade teacher. She's been employed for 15 years. Trish is caring, very hardworking. Students blossom in her classroom because they know she cares about them and that she wants them to all be successful. She always has a smile on her face and is the true example of Bear Pride. From Bridgepoint Elementary, Trish Warren. From Charlestown High School, Mr. Adam Tolliver. Adam is a social studies teacher and has been employed for 9 years. He has a very professional attitude and creates an atmosphere of excellence in his classroom. Adam has high expectations of his students and encourages students to achieve their absolute best. He is a teacher that cares, has exceptional classroom management skills, and helps students become great leaders. Charlestown High School's Mr. Adam Tolliver. Charlestown Middle School, Justin Snelling. Justin is a science teacher. He's been employed for 8 years. He is highly dedicated to improving the student culture at Charlestown Middle School. As the PBIS Rewards Coordinator, Justin ensures that the system is effective, and his leadership has been a major contribution to the state model at the site at Charlestown Middle School. one of my favorite 7th grade students, Mr. Justin Snelling. From Clark County Middle High School, Miss Molly Riddle. Molly is an alternative education teacher, and she's been employed for 9 years. Molly has a very unique way of developing relationships with her students. They have recognized that she genuinely cares about them, and they hold her in the highest regard. She is a valued staff member and a credit to the education profession. From Clark County Middle High School, Molly Riddle. From Corden Porter School, Miss Danielle Verling. Danielle is a special education teacher. She's been employed for 9 years. Danielle is the sparkle at Corden Porter, and she brings positive energy to the students and staff daily. Her content knowledge in mathematics has pushed the school's program to another level academically. She proves that even the toughest students can be challenged, they can be successful, and they can achieve. From Corden Porter, Miss Danielle Verlin. Jeffersonville High School, Miss Melissa Brewer. I promised her I wouldn't tell any stories. Missy is a science teacher. She's been employed for 19 years, and she is not only passionate about her subject area, she's passionate about her students and their learning. She is truly a champion for children. She is very energetic in her teaching methods. She connects well with her students and maintains excellent rapport with them. She also tirelessly sponsors the freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior classes. She further bonding with JHS students to make their high school experiences exceptional. From Jeffersonville High School, Melissa Brewer. From Jonathan Jennings Elementary, Miss Angela Smith. Angela is the Academic Improvement Coordinator and has been employed for 17 years. Angela's teaching ability is one of a kind. Her background and knowledge of reading recovery is extremely valuable to the school's intervention plans. She has the rigor, the confidence, and the knowledge to help students become amazing readers. From Jonathan Jennings Elementary, Angela Smith. From Maple Elementary, Miss Lynn Just. Lynn is a speech and language pathologist, and she's the coordinator. She's been employed for 41 years. Lynn is popular with the students because she promotes positive attitude with a sense of humor. She is very knowledgeable of all of Maple's students and their families, and she raises the morale in the building continuously and helps coordinate staff relationships and bonding activities. From Maple Elementary, Lynn Just. New Washington Elementary, Miss Amy Ellison. Amy is an intervention teacher. She's been employed for 14 years. Amy is responsible for implementing and overseeing the school's impact program. She spends countless hours collecting, recording, and reviewing data. She contributes endlessly to the continuous efforts of helping staff members become lifelong learners as educators. From New Washington Elementary, Amy Ellison. New Washington Middle High School, Mr. Jason Graves. Jason is a social studies teacher. He's been employed for 10 years. He is a wonderful teacher, and he uses very creative methods in the classroom to help his students retain social studies. He always goes the extra mile for his students, and he is truly a role model for both middle and high school students. From New Washington Middle High, Mr. Jason Graves. Northaven Elementary, Susan Botts. Susan is a special education coordinator. She's been employed for 22 years. She is dedicated and provides positive and energetic and engaging academic content for special needs students. She leads her school's behavioral aspects for the district's Pride Initiative. She is a role model for all employees in the teaching profession. From Northaven Elementary, Miss Susan Botts. From Parkview Middle School, Kim Metter. Kim is a language arts teacher. She's been employed for 35 years. She's an excellent teacher with a heart and a passion for students. Her love of teaching is evident in the dedication she has for providing extra support and opportunities for students to excel academically. One of my favorite 8th grade teachers from Parkview Middle School, Miss Kim Metter. From Parkwood Elementary, Miss Linda Baker. Linda is the Academic Improvement Coordinator, and she's been employed for 44 years. Linda's commitment to students is unceasing, and she's willing to go beyond just their academic well-being. She willingly participates and volunteers with any program that helps enrich the lives of students. Her dedication to the work keeps all of Parkwood on track, ahead of the game, and running smoothly. From Parkwood Elementary, Miss Linda Baker. Pleasant Ridge Elementary, Miss Donna Atwood. Donna is a special education coordinator. She's been employed for 11 years. Donna truly cares for each student individually. She spends her entire day making sure special needs students, that their needs are being met. She collaborates with teachers on a daily basis and works with each of her students to maximize their learning potential. And she helps them every day in the classrooms. From Pleasant Ridge Elementary, Miss Donna Atwood. From River Valley Middle School, Mr. Christopher Wilt. Chris is a social studies teacher. He's been employed for 12 years, and the common themes with Chris's nominations: he makes learning fun. The students love being a part of his social studies classes as he brings his sense of humor to the classroom. He is always helpful to students and staff and always exhibits Raider pride. That's great. That's it? That's all you got? From River Valley Middle School, Chris Wilt. From Riverside Elementary, Miss Cindy Shreve. Cindy is a 3rd grade teacher. She's been employed for 10 years, and she is a valuable member of Riverside's PBIS team and shares ideas constantly to better the school, to better the students, and to better the staff. She loves to implement positive morale-building activities for the staff and is always working to build on the district's Pride Initiative and her students. She also works with the community and the state through her commitment to suicide prevention and truly has a heart of gold and a passion for that endeavor. From Riverside Elementary, Miss Cindy Shreve. From Spring Hill Elementary, Katie Williams. Katie's a 1st and 2nd grade teacher. She's been employed for 32 years. She's one of those teachers that just everyone admires. She is dedicated, enthusiastic, and involved in everything. She has spent her career at Spring Hill Elementary and never hesitates to take a leadership role by presenting at professional development trainings, mentoring new teachers, and helping train student teachers. From Spring Hill Elementary, Miss Katie Williams. From Thomas Jefferson Elementary, Helen Webb. Helen could not be with us tonight, but she is a third grade teacher. She's been employed for 22 years, and on a daily basis, Helen displays her enthusiasm for teaching with professionalism in and out of the classroom. Her students learn to work together as a team to earn PBIS incentives. She displays her positive attitude daily to her students by always making the best of every situation. Here to receive the award on her behalf is Thomas Jefferson Principal Jennifer Corfage. From Utica Elementary, Jennifer McDonough. Jennifer is a speech and language pathologist. She's been employed for 21 years. Jennifer is a true inspiration to her peers. She treats every child as if they were the most important in the world, regardless of their ability. She is positive with all students and staff and is the consummate professional. She works countless hours to ensure students receive the speech and language services that they need. From Utica Elementary, Ms. Jennifer McDonough. And certainly, last but not least, from Wilson Elementary, Mr. Jeff Farmer. Jeff is a PE and health teacher at Wilson. He is the pillar of the school. He knows and connects with every student at Wilson. He utilizes great coaching in the classroom, including life skills and lessons. Students look to Mr. Farmer for guidance as he is a natural leader that doesn't take direction. No. He is a natural leader that truly is respected by all, both teachers and students. From Wilson Elementary, Mr. Jeff Farmer.
And again, we'll ask Mr. Mark Pavey to come forward and name our Teacher of the Year.
Well, they say it takes a village, so how about that village? Greater Clark County Schools Certified Staff Member of the Year has dedicated 22 years of her life to the district. She is a key leader with the district's Pride initiative and has taken the lead in partnering her school with the Mutt Agrees curriculum. Susan Botts from Northaven Elementary. Susan Botts from Northaven Elementary tied the Mutt Agrees curriculum into the district's Pride initiative and partnered with the J.B. Ogle Animal Shelter in Jeffersonville. The curriculum teaches social and emotional skills and is unique in its bridging of humane education and social emotional learning. Susan coordinated a family service day at the shelter where students participated with their families to help support the shelter. Students focus on Pride character traits and were taught how they could take initiative to help make a difference in the lives of the shelter's animals. Susan is an example of an exemplary teacher. She builds relationships with her students, learns their strengths, and capitalizes on them to support all students to their fullest potential. Congratulations to the 2014-15 Teacher of the Year, Susan Botts.
Congratulations again to Susan Botts and all of our award winners for our certified staff. And now, to end our evening, please welcome Dr. Andy Mellon, our Superintendent of Schools, for closing remarks.
Last year, we had the great honor to show a lot of respect to our classified staff members and our certified staff members, but we're very fortunate in this school corporation to have a great team of leaders, and we thought it would be fitting to honor a principal of the year as well this year. And it is indeed my honor to recognize an individual who has been a tremendous ambassador for her school and for our school corporation for a great many years. Without giving it away too soon, one of her staff members said, "To me, she is an amazing principal for two reasons: her support for her students and her support of her staff. Whether she is walking an incoming student through the breakfast line at Camp K with a smile on her face, standing poolside to watch her students enjoy a reward for their hard work, or congratulating a student on reaching a goal in the classroom, she is ready to encourage and celebrate. For her staff members, there is nothing more gratifying than her telling us, 'Gold star for you.' When we have accomplished something, even if the stars are mythical, she knows just when to say things that can help us leave the room ready to work. She can talk us down with just a few words when we are worked up and hard on ourselves. She has led our school through the ever-changing dynamics with a smile on her face and just the right words of encouragement to bring us with her. Another staff member, she shows many signs of a true leader. She is caring, compassionate, and motivating. She cares for each and every staff member, not only professionally, but personally as well. She motivates each and every one of us daily to strive to be better teachers and mentors for those around us. She is very observant and knows when to use her kind words to show appreciation for all the hard work she witnesses daily by our students and by our staff. Having the ability to do this makes us want to work harder for ourselves and especially for her. She works tirelessly for us, and for that I am forever grateful. You couldn't have chosen a better person to represent what a true leader looks like. 28 years with the Jefferson County Schools and 12 years with the Greater Clark County Schools. It's my honor. The Principal of the Year in Greater Clark is Janice Corfage of Parkwood Elementary. I had the opportunity to speak to a reporter before the event, and I said this is probably one of the highlights of the whole year because it gives us the opportunity. You know, we're all about our students. Every day we are dedicated, 1,400 plus employees dedicated annually to do everything in our power to benefit our students. Our people sacrifice for our students. That is truly what an educator does. Rarely do we get the opportunity to honor and respect those individuals that so tirelessly and sacrificially devote themselves to our kids on a daily basis. Tonight is that night, and all of our classified and certified and Principal of the Year individuals are so highly deserving of that recognition. So one more round of applause for them, please. As you can see tonight was about our individuals. We didn't have a lot of flash. It was all about the relationships that we have in this school corporation. Without strong relationships, no organization can be successful. And I am honored and so proud to be the superintendent of the school corporation. It can't be done, though, just with our staff members. We have parents who are highly supportive of what we do on a daily basis. We have a board of education that I'm very proud to work for as their superintendent. Things that we've been able to accomplish do not happen without their support, so I thank our school board for everything they do to help us be successful. Our Educational Foundation board, they're not out looking for accolades. If you notice, they didn't really stand, they barely waved their hand. That's not what they're about. They come to meetings, they're there with their heart ready to support what we do. Very fortunate to have such a great group of dedicated individuals who believe so much in our community and in our students. So again, to our Educational Foundation Board, thank you for everything that you do to help make our school system more successful. I could stand up here a long time and speak to you, and those of you who know me know that's true. But tonight is about all the individuals who we've had a great ability to honor. I did want to make one mention, though. The manager of KAI's here, Herbie, he says that if anyone's interested in a half-off parking pass for Thunder over Louisville, they are on sale here tonight, and you can see him for only $10. So that's a pretty good deal. So let's thank Herbie. You can see him over here afterward. And I thank KAI's. You know, last year, I think we had 36 tables that we sold for this event, and it was a great first year. This year, 46 tables. I'm glad that so many of you believe so much in what we're trying to get accomplished and showed up tonight to honor the people that deserve so much of the accolades. Thank you very much for being here tonight, and again, thank you to all of you for your support of the Greater Clark County Schools. Thank you.